We are here with special guest Peter. Peter, what does it feel like to be a special guest this year? You've been here many times before, but this year you're being honored. So.
Oh, well, it's very nice to be a special guest. Normally I'm just an ordinary guest, but this time it pays off all the perseverance and the number of games, and it's great to be recognized here at Strategicon this year.
Amazing. And you've got a couple games going on, so do you want to walk us through what you've done in the past and what you've got going on now?
Oh, certainly. So, as you can see over here, we had Builders of Blankenburg, which was our first game. It was bidding, resource management. Then we had come out with The Acts, which was a worker placement game based on the book of the Bible, The Acts, and the growth of the church in early 1st century AD. And then we did Quatermain, which is a deck builder based on the classic Quatermain novels by H. Rider Haggard. And then currently we actually have a new game here that is Flight of Icarus, which is a sort of a little bit of take that, a little bit of worker placement, action point system as you build your wings out of wax and feathers, aka the classic myth, and then try to fly from Crete back to mainland Greece.
Amazing. Okay, so who would you say this game would be perfect for? If I was going to gift it to somebody, who is the perfect candidate?
Well, this new game is definitely for the people who enjoy some of the Take That and really want to stick it to people. It is, like many Take That games, there is player elimination, where you can get knocked out and you can go splash into the ocean along your flight. However, you're never actually truly out of the game because you're also playing the role of Daedalus and you're beseeching the Oracle, so even if you are unable to win, you can still try to make sure other people lose.
Gotcha. And I want you to walk me through the game a little bit so we can kind of see how it's played. But before we do that, I know that you brought your daughter here and you put her to work, which we love. What's your relationship with her and games? And is that something that you taught her growing up? Is that something special to y'all?
Yes, we... When I got into the game hobby, I definitely shared it with my family, and both of our daughters and my wife and I, we have a family game night actually every Friday where we have rotating picks for who gets to choose the game, and we play through, try to make decent dent through the closet full of games.
And how many times is it one of your games?
Unfortunately, very few times do they pick my games because they also are my primary play testers in the early stages, and they have played my games more than probably anybody else.
Okay, well, let's get started.
So, in Flight of Icarus, it's a game that really takes part in two main phases. In the first phase of the game, you're going to have 4 turns in which you're building your wings, collecting feathers, wax, and playing various innovations that are going to aid you during your flight. And then during the second phase of the game is the flight itself, in which places sort of a tactical race across the board, and each player is going to be trying to beseech the Oracle in order both to determine turn order and to be able to play weather cards that are going to have impacts upon different rows as you're flying. And by playing the proper weather and sort of blocking other players, you can sort of force them to expend their stamina, lose their wax and feathers, and hopefully plummet into the sea.